All right, welcome to Tile 101. We just finished the hard surface for hardwood, but there's one more way to achieve a hardwood look, and that is with hardwood looking plank porcelain tile. Comes in all different colors and sizes. What's wonderful about this is tile, of course, it's a forever floor. It's very, very durable as you'll get. The biggest downside, of course, is going to be the fact that you have to have grout, which a lot of people don't like to have to clean the grout. Again, it comes in all different shapes and sizes and colors, as you can see here. So there's something for everyone. There's also a very wide range as far as pricing. So you can find tile from $1 and up to $15 a square foot when it comes to the purchase price of the material itself. Labor is where your cost is going to come in when it comes to tile, because it is the most difficult to install out of all the hard surfaces. You really need a labored craftsman to be able to install tile. Now that tile is going to such large formats, sometimes now you need two people to set a piece of tile. You can't just have one. The way that you install it is you would just do your mortar, and then you set your tile on top of that. You do your spacers to make sure that they're spaced evenly. And then the next day you can come back and grout it, and you can walk on it right away. Then we have this is porcelain tile. This particular one has a polish. You can do polish or unpolished. And the difference between a porcelain and a ceramic tile mostly is that a porcelain will be a little bit harder, less porous. It is made of a finer material than ceramic and fired at a much higher temperature, so it makes it more durable. Porcelain, all porcelains you can use on the floor as well as wall. Ceramics mostly are for the wall. You can use some on the floor. 12 by 24 format. That's that size that a lot of people now design-wise are using on their shower walls, on their floors. Again, the install will be where the cost will come in. And of course, there's a wide range of costs for the actual material itself.
These are suited for commercial installations.
Most of them are. If it is a porcelain tile, then you can install it in a commercial setting.
In a wet area, in a coffee bar, for instance, would you recommend this type of flooring?
This would probably be the best flooring to use anywhere that you would have water.
Okay.
It is completely waterproof.
All right. Is there a difference? Sanded and unsanded does not come into play with this type of tile. Is that correct?
No, sanded and unsanded would come into the grout.
Right.
So that speaks to the grout. With this, you would always use a sanded grout.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Unsanded is usually meant for walls, like shiny tile on walls that you don't want to scratch. If you have marble or something that can etch, you don't want to etch that, you would use an unsanded on a wall.
Okay. There's some information on the boxes of tile that kind of talk to how they should be installed on the floor.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, absolutely. So tile, especially these long planks, the best way that I can describe the way that they make most tile, it's like when you try on a pair of jeans, same size, and you try on 10 of them, they will all fit just a little different because they're stacked, and then they have a machine that cuts down. The top ones will be slightly smaller than the bottom ones. Same with tile. They stack these, and when that machine comes down and cuts them, there's going to be just a hair difference between the sizes. So that's why you need a little space between the tiles for the grout, and that's what kind of compensates.
Okay.
Okay? And then also, with this size tile, you're going to have, most will have a tiny bit of a bow to them. You can't really see that by the naked eye. But when you're installing, you have to be careful. This is your high spot. This will be your low spot. So you can't stack another tile where the end is going to butt up here, like what they call a 50-50 stagger, because now you have the high spot of the tile meeting a low spot of the tile, and you're going to have a lip. So that is why you have what they call a 1/3 stagger, and I don't know if you can see here on the floor, where you have on 1/3 staggers. So you don't have this line in the middle of that tile, you kind of have it offset to 1/3. And that's the reason why. Now, another beautiful thing about tile, if I can get this back in here, is that it can be made into really any shape and size. Let's take a walk over here. This is what I call jewelry for your home. This is the fun stuff. So for backsplashes, shower walls, sometimes shower floors, this is what we call the decorative tile. This would be a natural stone. We'll get into that in a minute. One very important thing when you're installing a shower floor. All shower floors have a pitch to the drain. It's either in the center or it's now kind of on the side like a linear drain. You cannot bend a tile to install on a shower floor. This is why you always see what's called a mosaic, like a 2x2 or a shape like this, that is installed on a shower floor, because then you can pitch that directly to the drain. If you try to install something that's bigger than like a 4x4, you're going to crack that tile. It won't work.